Caterpillar machines are built to be rebuilt.
There's a significant amount of energy cost and value tied up in the old part. We're able to take that old part, return it to Caterpillar for remanufacture, and then resell that part.
Even the individual components can be rebuilt, let alone the entire machine itself.
Cat Reman is an important option for us to have because of availability, schedule, and time frame.
Our customers prefer the Cat Reman in almost all cases because it's like new, and it saves them a significant amount of money if they've got a cord that they can return for it.
The repair options that they offer is critical in our line of work to get the equipment back up and going and functioning, to get back in production.
Whenever we have a pump or a motor or engine go down, 9 times out of 10 we're going to lean more towards the Cat Reman part. It's going to save the customer money. It's a trusted rebuilt item, so it's ready to go when we get it.
The Cat Reman parts, they're usually easier to get. They're more readily on hand.
You've got a Cat Reman engine sitting somewhere and the dozer's down. I mean, they want it fixed now. They don't want to wait 2 weeks, 3 weeks for us to build it. The downtime's going to cost you much more. So they'd rather spend the money on the front end and get it back in the dirt, get it going.
It's very important because we want the fastest, quickest, most efficient option of getting it back up and going, so it's critical to us.
Whenever the customer returns the old part to us, the core is what we call that. We inspect that, issue a credit to the customer, and then send back to Caterpillar for remanufacture.
As the core comes in, it's disassembled, sorted, inspected, and cleaned.
And every step of the way, that Reman part is checked at least twice before anything is done with it. Before it's moved, before it's touched, before it's taken out of the box, it's inspected.
And then from there, they'll come to assembly. We have processes in place to ensure the quality throughout the assembly.
And finally, after it's rebuilt and remanufactured and tested, it goes back to Caterpillar stocking warehouses back on the shelf.
Cat Reman, as far as making my job easier, it lessens my bill. I mean, it's not as expensive as OEM, but it is the equivalent to OEM parts as far as service and longevity.
If you go out and price a part and you say you have the Cat Reman that's been remanufactured by Caterpillar in the Caterpillar plant, they see the cost, efficiency, and the same warranty, they're typically going to go with the Reman part.
The Cat Reman is the same as the new part warranty. I mean, for part of the price.
We try to keep the majority of our fleet up to date. A lot of that plays into warranty and standing behind things. And Caterpillar does a great job standing behind their parts and services.
We had a customer with an on-the-road truck. He bought the truck brand new. He switched from one brand to a Caterpillar engine. I let him know that he was getting close to his 1,000,000 miles and to bring it in for an overhaul. He was concerned about the turnaround time. Dropped it off on a Friday after he was done with his load. He was really happy when he picked it up on Monday morning. He was able to get back on the road. He expects to get another 1,000,000 miles. The parts that we put in Cat Reman will perform exactly like new.
Reman parts have been a part of Utah construction since word go. I don't consider them Reman parts. I mean, they're just as good as OEM parts at a more affordable price. And 9 times out of 10, it's at a quicker turnaround rate. We implement Cat Reman parts on every one of our Cat machines. I mean, there's no component that is offered Reman that I would back up from, knowing that Caterpillar would stand behind their product.
I love it. I've always been a Cat man. My dad was a Cat man. My grandfather's a Cat man. And they prefer it. It's an I do too. Cat's it's an awesome brand. They're dependable. At the end of the day, there's a lot of people running Cat equipment and Cat engines and trucks, so they got to be doing something right.